Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, the 1st of November, 2019, about 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. We're going to go to, Central Standard Time starting this weekend. Big rally in the stock market. A lot of news out today. I'll get to that in a minute, but you can see you're pretty stable in the metal markets. Dollar down a little bit. In foreign currencies, the pound still doing well as the early polls show that Mr. Johnson, the PM of the UK, gaining with voters right now. So that's not bad news. And the break yesterday in energies met back today by a good rally in them. And you're giving back a little bit of the gains that you made yesterday in the bonds and the notes. And the reason for that is the economic data. Now, if you look at the non-farm payroll cap, and that was the big lion in the room, if you will, 128,000, the expected 75. This takes into account GM. So this is a blowout number. It shows that the Fed doing the right thing probably keeps them flat the rest of the year. The employment rate stayed at 3.6%. Non-farm revised payrolls up 180. Prior was 136. So I don't see anything bad in these numbers at all. You come to the October government payroll, down 3,000. Prior was up 22. That's what you want to see. The participation rate went up a tenth. That's good. And the hourly earnings, well, up 0.2% month over month, down 6 cents to 28.18. It's right where it should be without an inflation impact. Now, let me step back here and you can read this. U.S. Commerce Secretary Ross said today that he feels comfortable that the first phase of the trade deal with China is in good shape. He believes a date near the same time as the APEC meeting, November 16th and 17th, could be found to sign the first phase. Then Larry Kudlow came out and said the phase one of the deal is not fully complete, except agriculture's done, financial service, currency chapters are virtually finished. So I don't know what that is. They're sort of agreeing with each other. They're not saying the opposite thing. Just some tweaking has to be done. That's very different than what you heard in the Bloomberg articles yesterday that tanked these markets because they said we weren't getting there. Now, who's telling the truth? I don't know. Market Financial U.S. Manufacturing Service PMI comes in 51.3. The prelim was 51.5. The expected 51.5, a little softer, but nothing to worry about yet. Then you come to the manufacturing headline recap. The index 48.3. They expected 49.1. That's slipping a bit. We know manufacturing has been a problem, and it continues to show itself to be that. The index 45.5, the prior was 49.7. New orders index, though, I like that. New orders is picking up to 49.1. Inventory index up a little bit. I'd expect that in front of Christmas anyways. As you're looking at the manufacturing employment index, that jumped to 47.7, and the production index slipped a little bit. A mixed report. USDA confirmed that another purchase by China, not a monster one, but another purchase of soybeans complete at 132,000. So yesterday's decline in the stock market met today with a rally back and the market feeling good, and it's a risk-on environment. We went to risk-off yesterday. This is how fast these things go. You're up $1 suddenly in the energy markets. If we step over to the yen, stable, not advancing. Metals holding on. Dollar's still weak, but what about bonds and notes? Drifting back from the monster gains that they had. Beans. As soon as you mention China, you get that pop. And of course, we have the weather situations to be looking at. Now, the one thing I want to pop out here in my vernacular to you is in the gold. We have been watching Fridays fraught with the market sets back. Just keep your eye on it. I realize it's up, but Fridays have not been gold's friend for most of this year. That doesn't mean it can't advance. We'll see if the market's able to do anything from here. Want to remind you that what I've got for you is my morning subscriber video. And if you're like me, you want to start off your day knowing what's going on, what's impacted the market. What I do is I bring a condensed version of the evening events. So I start off telling you about what happened in Asia, Europe. Then I'm going to bring you with the morning reports the U.S. is looking for. We'll review the charts at that point, and I'm going to throw out at you, unlike what I do here. I think you buy here. I think you sell there. The idea is if you're a chartist on your own, maybe this throws the ideas at you. I spend as much time telling you don't do anything in this market as anything else that I do. Then when I want to do something, you'll see I get very, very aggressive on it. And you get exact points of entry, exit, profit objectives with it. But it's based on the chart action. The video starts off with fundamentals, and then we move through it. We cover all these markets. The average video is 20 minutes long. It is out before 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So you've got it before you get the jobs data and all these other key reports coming out. And I'll even do it earlier if there's major reports out of Asia and Europe, because I want to get those covered for you. You need not watch the whole 20 minutes. You're able, if you go to our website, let's assume you want metals. You grab the slide bar, just pull it. It's going to pop up and tell you every one of these names, and then it'll be to the metal section. You can make it easy by on the side doing that. The idea of this whole thing is to get you going in the morning with a combination of fundamentals, the chart action, and see, does any of this fit in with your own way of thinking? Now, if you haven't tried it, we have an introductory price of $7.95 for 30 days. After that, it moves to $15 for 30 days, and you can buy 1 year at a time, the equivalent, and you pay up front for that of $13 every 30 days. What is that, a tick in the S&P? A tick in the gold market? Come on. All you need is one idea that might help you in some manner. That's the goal of this. So go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. Under the word research, you'll see morning subscriber video. Take a look. Some of you might also want the full package, right? You get my written commentary, written recommendations, and oral, generally once a day update. I try to do 2 a day, one in the evening, one during the morning session. But I think you'll find the complete package worth your while. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great weekend, and I'll see you all Monday.